Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the Solano College Sports Network. I'm your host, Lana Johansen, and I'm here with one of my fellow colleagues, Drew Kirby. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I've been okay. I've been all right.
Good, good. So you have been in the broadcasting class, and what are some of your roles that you do?
So mostly in this class, I'm mostly an announcer for some of the broadcasting things that we do. Basketball. I did a little bit of football, but that was earlier into the year. And recently we've been doing baseball. And yeah, I'm mostly just broadcast for whatever, and it's a lot of fun. I like it.
Do you like being an announcer?
I do, yeah. I mean, it's definitely hard for some things, learning some of the names and remembering things to say, like cues. But I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's always been like a dream for like me, a kid that loves sports but isn't good at it at all. The next best thing would be to talk about sports.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, it's always been a dream.
That's funny. So when you did play sports, what sports did you play?
I played baseball growing up.
Okay.
And I liked baseball. I was pretty good, but there's a skill gap for baseball. After like high school, that's when I realized that like I was little league talent, but I wasn't high school talent.
Okay.
So
that's fair.
After that, I played a lot of basketball just with my friends. I never really tried out for like teams or nothing, but I like basketball a lot. I played a lot with my friends.
More of a hobby kind of thing for you. That's good. At least you know, like some people don't, and they're like, I'm gonna go to the Olympics. I'm like, you could barely hit it into center field.
Exactly,
like I don't think so.
That was me.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about your background. Like what got you into at Solano and broadcasting?
Well, I mean, I'm right out of high school. I graduated at Van Den last year at class of 2023. And yeah. But I didn't really have the best grades. I knew I wasn't going to go to a 4-year. And so I just decided to go to community college. I mean, it's free. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here. And one of those opportunities that I had was this class, sports broadcasting. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll check it out. And I actually didn't sign up for it originally, but I had POF for
communications.
Yep. And I heard that he was the teacher. So I'm like, oh, I got to talk to him about it. I got to get on this. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So are you a sophomore or are you a freshman?
Freshman.
You're a freshman? Okay, so are you gonna take the class in summer? Or are you gonna do fall again? Or?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the summer class. Okay. Like I said, I had a lot of fun doing the baseball, so it should be fun doing D1 baseball.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Very
that's
excited
awesome.
for that. And then even the fall sports, I'm also love football and basketball especially. It's my favorite thing to do, so.
So out of all the sports that you were doing the broadcasting with, is baseball your favorite for right now, or what's your favorite?
Basketball.
Basketball
is just so much fun to me because it is my favorite sport, and there's just so much to talk about, so much going on. Yeah. And the Solano team, they were okay, a little iffy, but the games that they were on, it was a lot of fun. A lot of close games. The crowd was always loud. It was just a great atmosphere.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what are some things that you have learned from broadcasting? I'm sure before you took the class and you heard about it, you had some of your own thoughts of what it might be. Were you surprised or shocked about anything that you learned behind the scenes?
I think the biggest thing is how much preparation it really takes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I kind of always thought I love basketball. It should be fine. But no, you really gotta look into the players, what they've been doing. Just prepare yourself. Make sure you know as much as you can, so that you don't look like an idiot on the mic. So.
Definitely. Have you ever had a moment when you're just go blank and you're like, oh my god, what do I say? Or,
all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Me too.
I mean, I just try to come up with the most funny thing in my head. Sometimes it doesn't hit. Sometimes I'll read it back oh, it's kind of funny. So
cool. Do you have any fun moments of being in this class?
Oh yeah, I got a lot. I mean, all my friends in this class, they love talking sports with me. They don't really know what they're talking about, but it's okay because I love to educate them. Jaden Smith, for example, he called me out. Same with Isaiah Resendez. They think they know what they're talking about, but they don't. They just hate on my favorite team.
I know, the Pacers, right?
Yeah,
yep, I heard.
Their favorite teams aren't playing. They haven't seen them since March. So I'm the only one in this class that still gets to watch my favorite team. So
that's good. Do you think they're a little butthurt? Booty tickled?
Yeah, they're 100% jealous of me.
Oh, that's funny. So what if you could pick a dream job out of this and what you've learned? What team would you want to work in the NBA, or what team would you want to work for the Pacers?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the Pacers would be a lot of fun because, like, obviously they're my favorite team.
Right.
But I just don't think there's as much opportunity, like being realistic with the Pacers versus, like, you know, if I was a broadcaster for the Warriors or, like, you know, Lakers, I'd have more opportunity there, and that'd probably be not more fun, but different atmosphere, I guess, and more opportunity that way.
Awesome.
It would be a dream job.
Yeah. So after Solano, what's the next step for you? Do you want to do like internship? Do you want to go to a 4-year or?
Yeah, I think I want to go to a 4-year.
Okay.
I'd probably a state school. Okay. I really don't know a lot yet. Yeah. I mean, I'm still young.
Yeah, you got time.
That's just my excuse at least.
Yeah, you got time. You're okay.
Yeah. Still want to figure out exactly what it is that I want to do, but I think this class is, like I said, a great opportunity because at such a young age, I could figure out, you know, if this is really what I want to try to commit myself to.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Industry like this.
So what are some things that you would tell somebody else that wanted to take this class?
I would say it's a little bit of work, but it is 100% worth it.
Yeah.
If you really like love sports or whatever it is, interviews, I mean, this is definitely the class for you because you're not going to get an opportunity like this at any other school, especially community college. I mean, like Paul says, it's kind of the only program that offers this.
Yeah, and he's awesome. How do you feel about Paul?
Oh man, he's the guy. He's the man. I love
he's literally the best. I love him.
He's done so much for me.
I know, he's awesome, and he makes everything fun.
He does.
And he's hilarious.
He is very
so
funny.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him was my public speaking class, and I knew nothing about him, but I had a coworker at Scandia, which is where I work, and she told me about Paul. She's like, "Oh, make sure you get Paul. He's really cool." I'm like, okay. So I didn't really know nothing about him, and when he walked in the door, the first time at public speaking, I mean, he just demanded your attention, you know, and I really admired that.
Yeah,
so
definitely. He knows how to draw you in.
He does,
sure.
yeah, and it's a skill, and
it is. It's crazy.
Awesome.
It's cool. Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot of things taking his class, especially like communications. Like you think like, okay, like you just have to take it, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I was taking it, like it wasn't gonna be anything like too exciting. Like I'm gonna have to do speeches and stuff. But yeah, just how you said, like he grabs your attention and you're listening. You're like, wait, like you're excited. Like you're actually excited about this. I'm like, I hate public speaking.
Yeah, he definitely makes.
And then now look what we do. I'm like, wait,
exactly,
he got us.
Yeah.
He got us. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Drew.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And thank you so much for tuning into this episode of On Campus. I'm your host, Lana Johansen. We'll see you next week. Bye.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it, so.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by, I'm going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three! It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock, Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.